Hi, this is Self-Discovery Support. Thanks for joining me here. This is a change-based tarot message. This reading is created to tap into your energy or an experience you may be having and then pick up messages for you and the changes you can make for better outcomes. So take only what feels intuitively useful or resonant from this message. I suggest checking the messages in your rising, sun, moon, Venus, Mars, or North Node as you feel is appropriate for you at this time. A quick caution is that this video may feature decks with adult images and themes, so only view if you are 18 plus. Alright, so today we're doing earth signs, and so let's see what is in your energy, earth signs. Alright, so we have what's happening around you. The energy that you are kind of surrounded by is the frog, and this is really one of like rejuvenation. It's just like a lot of things are being purified. It's an energy of like toxins being cleared. So I read that as like toxicity in your environment is either being cleared, you're in the process of like taking that away, removing that in some way. There's some action that you're doing that is almost acting like an antidote, is how I read that. Or yeah, it's like it's, I don't want to say healing, but it's like soothing, curing. There's some activity that you're involved in, and so whatever it is that was around you, that's clearing up. And I know that the theme has been from at least 2 weeks now, a happier home. So I am thinking that this is to do with your home life, so your home base, your foundation. So family, you could have been experiencing a lot of very toxic energy in your environment, and it's just like time to alleviate that. Beaver is here. I wanted to say about this that it doesn't have to also just be home, because what occurred to me is like six of cups just came into my head, which reminds me that it's not just about home, but it's, as I was saying, it's foundational. So it's people who you have a vested interest in, some kind of strong bond with. And then the beaver is someone who is hardworking. So some of you could be at this point like not necessarily launching new projects, but just like doubling down. Like your earth signs are hard workers anyway, so it feels like you're now pulling that together in a way. So it's like and that makes sense because 2024 just started. So an earth sign would be the sign that would be like, no, these are things I need to achieve this year, and I need to do this and that, so I'm just gonna put my head down and do it. So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's look a little bit deeper. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay, so let's focus right now on the energy that surrounds you. So we've got the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. So I do feel like y'all are coming from a place where you could have had like a lot of worries, right? We saw that with the frog. It's just like, and even if we're talking about home, it was very restrictive. It wasn't allowing you to grow. It kept you in a very limited mindset. And I often think if we're talking about foundation, this could be, like, do you see how these two people, like one is stuck and the other one is moving on? It's like curing generational issues in a way. If you really look at it in that context, it can be shifting big energies, because also there's the mental, and we're talking about the frog with the, heat, removing toxicity. I was watching, I think it's a TED talk I saw on Instagram a couple days ago, and there was somebody talking about how there are people who in one generation they managed to take all the kind of negative and unhealthy energy and issues in the previous generations of their family, and they manage to not pass that on to their children. So they become what they call like I think it's called a transitional character. And that really feels like what I'm seeing is somebody here who has somehow managed to come out of a situation that felt like this kind of restricted energy into clearing things through the use of like the renewal energy of the frog. So that's already like an amazing start. Let's look at the beaver. All right, so this is actually your energy now, how you're appearing. So I can see that makes sense because there's a lot of hard work here. The beaver works tirelessly, and here you are perhaps starting businesses. You are perhaps going, I think about this architecture, and you could be joining organizations, doing things that move you ahead. You could also be like starting projects with other people that these are projects that, okay, in the real world they're just projects, but these are projects that actually push the capacity of the people in your generation, your family further. And it's gonna be something that you find satisfactory, because I do think for some of you it could be something you've been working on or you desired for a long time. It's gonna bring a lot of contentment is what I'm seeing. So the hard work will pay off. And we do have the Emperor here, and so this is really like you taking control in your life, and it's such an empowered reading. I think that you're also doing the planning that's necessary, and if that's not where you're at yet, this is a call for that. Queen of Pentacles as well, so this is like earth sign energy, really big earth sign energy. Capricorn, I think of it as Capricorn and Virgo mainly, but Taurus is also included here. And it's just like through the plans that you're making, you're gonna have this kind of enrichment is how I would describe this. Balancing what felt wrong, what felt like you had grown past it. I think your last reading talked about growth, and I do see that continuing here. So it just seems like it's a theme for you, earth signs, this year. Let's see if there's any kind of romantic energy around. I think in that case, even you're dropping people that didn't make you feel good. Let's see what else is here. So y'all have gotten the Emperor twice, and it feels like a renewal of something that ended. So for some of you could be dealing with someone or that could be coming up, somebody that actually something ended with. And in this case, the Emperor is like, for many of you, you making the choice on who and what you want to take on. Also for many, it's like for some of you it could be like choosing a new person, ending something with someone else and choosing a new person. But you're really like you feel empowered in doing this, right? Page of Shells here, with the Devil. I do think that in this kind of relationship, romance energy, there could be someone you have your eye on, someone you're thinking of. And I think that there is a lot of attraction energy here, but it does feel like there's some uncertainties about expressing, like saying what you want to have happen. Queen of Pentacles again, Knight of Shells. Yeah, I think there's like trying to, because you're at this stage in your general, in your life where you're trying to clear things. Maybe you're at the point where you're not certain if you should be expressing that, but I do see that there is someone or someones that you feel drawn to here. Yeah, so earth signs, this is such an exciting, interesting reading for you that I can't wait to read next week's. But I think this is gonna be so good for you and your growth and development, inviting new relationships in work, in relationship, romance energy. So take care, all the best, and please do like, comment, and subscribe if you felt like this is your reading. All the best.